couple more things. It's important to keep connected. I'm gonna flip all these up here. I've been doing some research with other teams. A lot of people are starting to use Slack. Slack is a great resource for mobile messaging and keeping track of all your conversations. You can set up separate channels. You can message your team members. It's a little bit more business and a little bit more effective for businesses than like text messaging or WhatsApp. Microsoft Teams has a free research or service where I think allows you to connect with your team members. Google Hangout and FaceTime are free activities. Zoom and WebEx, we use Zoom. There's a ton of, like Cisco has a product, WebEx has a product, Free Conference Call has a product. Like there's a lot of things you can do to keep connected. But again, I would use these things to make sure you're having some connectivity with your bosses and your peers, but know when to turn it on and off. I wouldn't just have it running in the background and sort of always be in and out. Be on a work activity. Then, when you get out, maybe just call your friend and be like, hey, let's hop on a Zoom. Would love to check in, see how you're doing. Or if you're practicing your sales skills, saying, hey, let's hop on a Zoom. Would love to sort of talk through what I'm seeing. What are you seeing? And have a little bit of that connectivity. I think it's important. Other helpful tips. This is just me, but I get distracted super easy. So this might sound weird, but I actually have headphones in all day. And not only are they noise canceling, but I actually have white noise playing in the background, and I set it to about 60%. And my team might not even know this about me, but I set it to about 60% volume. And so throughout the day, I have white noise just sort of in the background that allows me to sort of block everything out. I don't hear the dog barking. I don't hear the baby crying. Like I don't hear the TV if my wife's on TV. Like to me, it was hard. It just is just me, but it's hard for me to not get sidetracked. And so I have headphones in all day, and it's always white noise on. And now to the point when I don't have it, it's hard for me to stay focused. I learned this one through my research, but I really like it. The 20-20-20 I rule. Jason, Mike, you guys ever heard of this?
Is it just like you're not supposed to be staring at the screen for more than 20 minutes in a row, something like that?
Yeah, close. I don't know how well everyone's eyesight is. Mine, I think, is pretty good, but I feel like it's not getting as good because I'm staring at my computer all day. But again, when you're in an office environment, you're getting up, you're walking around, you're engaging. When you're at home, a lot of us are either watching TV or we're on our computers or we're on our phones, which is not great for your eyesight. So the American Academy of, I'm going to butcher this name, ophthalmology, I think, they recommend, and I heard someone mention this, and I think it's pretty cool, that they say every 20 minutes, you should divert your eyes away from your computer, and you should focus on an object at least 20 feet away for 20 seconds to sort of reset your eye. I don't know the science behind that, but I do know especially if I'm working at night and it's dark and I'm locked into my computer, my eyes really hurt at the end of the day. So if you're going to be on your computer all day, whether you get up and walk around or you just try to divert your eyes to something else, I think that stuff is good. Control your pets. Have a system here. Our guy, we have a little, Mike, it's your favorite, Milo, our dog here at our house. I love him to death, but he's a barker. He barks at the wind. He barks at every car. He barks at every person that walks by. He's just a little bit yappy. And so we kind of have to keep the front window closed when I'm on calls. And sometimes if it's a really big call, he's got to go into the laundry room temporarily. And so just, again, you don't want to be knee deep into a business conversation and then have your dog barking in your ear. To me, it's hard to keep concentrating. And everyone will understand it nowadays, but I just think if you can try to have some control there, I think it helps. Schedule time to work out. I know in this day and age with coronavirus, we're social distancing, but my wife and I've been ending my work day at about 4 o'clock, and then we drive to a park that's wide open, and we just walk around. We do a couple of laps in the stroller, get some fresh air, stretch our legs, let the baby run around. I think that's really important. Especially if you're in an apartment complex where you don't have a yard, I would try to find ways to get out of the house. Previously, I don't do much of this anymore, but I would go out for lunch. I would drive and I would plug in at a Starbucks, or I would go and do drive-through or go and eat a Subway sandwich, and just to try to get myself out of the house. I want to be careful of that now, but I think just being outside if you can is helpful.